Good morning. Welcome back to my channel, Latoya's in Tune. Hello, YouTube. Hope you all are having such a great day thus far. Want to just start by saying thank you to all of my subscribers. I know it's not many, but it's growing, so I'm grateful for those. I would also like to thank those who like, subscribe, and share. Even if you just like and share. I do want to let you guys know that I'm very welcoming to the comments and feedback, so I do hope that soon you all will start to provide that for me, even if it's just offering up new material, asking for what you want to see. I would like to know what kind of information you'd like to hear my opinion on, even if it's just random stuff. You know, I'm very random, I'm very spontaneous, so I don't have a limitation to what I will discuss. However, most of it will probably be from a mom standpoint, because I'm a mom and I try to relate everything that I do to being a parent. So again, just feel free to, you know, offer up that information and feedback. Today I'm coming to you because, one, I have not posted my second video of part one. The first one was basically, how do you believe that the devil doesn't try to get to you through your children? So if you saw that, there is a part two to that, just saying, you know, we need a support system, and I'm trying to get that together. But I'm trying to get a guest for that because it's talking about support system, so I want you guys to see that I do have one. Not that it matters, but I want to acknowledge them. But today's topic is about, as a parent, how do you put yourself aside to be, you know, vulnerable for your kids and the people that you care for or take care of. I know that sounds stupid. I know that sounds like an easy question, but believe it or not, some people don't know how to do that. Some people don't know how to sit themselves to the back burner to be all in for someone else. And I'm saying from a mom standpoint only because that's what I do all the time. But I found out that, you know, we can say I'll do anything for my kids, and I am more than willing to sacrifice this, that, the third. But in many cases, when I see people, you know, who have children who are lacking, is because the parent is not. I've seen where, and I'm saying this from a day-to-day experience, I've seen moms, you know, who dress themselves to what they think is nice. And I'm saying that because they go and buy these two little jeans and stuff like that and be trying to, you know, catch a man or whatever, but they really don't look worth shit. However, that's not for me to say. But a lot of moms will go out, get their little skinny jeans and they little cute little shirts or whatever, and put the shit on and look a fool. But to them, they're fine, okay? But them kids, they ain't got shit going. They just there. Mama bought them whatever the fuck she felt like it, or she didn't buy them shit. They just wearing whatever they've been having. And so the kids walking around here looking like they ain't got no parents. And that's a problem for me. And I also want you guys to know that I'm not just like bashing parents or bad mothers people that I feel are bad. I'm just trying to help people understand that the things that you do are certainly being watched, and you always have somebody, don't worry about it, you ain't helping. Well, the problem is you never said that you needed help. But when I comment on something and I ask you, do you? Don't get no attitude. Don't get defensive. What's wrong with us? Why do we always get defensive when someone is offering us assistance? Is it because we're guilty? Is it because we know that we ain't doing some shit right? I don't know. Maybe so. But today's topic is really just, you know, about mental and emotional health. How do you allow yourself to not get so wrapped up in a situation that you're very much you know, in tune, plug, you're very much in tune with the situation. You want to do whatever's necessary to help it and get it resolved, but you don't want to get too wrapped up in it mentally yourself, because then that will be two people that need help. That will be two people that need to be seeking assistance and guidance. And so for me as a parent, it's really hard for me not to get so vested emotionally in my kids' problems, because they my babies. I want to see them do well. I want to see them be successful. I want them to be happy, you know, genuinely happy, not just smiling because somebody watching. You know what I mean? Like, y'all, excuse my lipstick. I want to just stop for a second because it's bothering the fuck out of me. My 12-year-old normally rides with my sister to school, right? So I normally get to do all my makeup and everything. I don't really wear makeup that much, but when I do put something on, I do try to, do a little something. And today I had to take that little motherfucker to school because I just feel like it's time for me to start back taking her to school. It's not fair that someone else has to take my kid to school. It helped me out a lot. I'm so grateful for her. But I just feel like I don't want to inconvenience anybody anymore. So with that being said, it kind of inconvenienced me because I wasn't used to waiting on her ass get dressed. So I had to throw this lipstick on my lips and boom, there we go. It look a damn fool. But I'll fix it when I get to my desk because you see I ain't got my eyebrows on. That's fine. I'll juice those up in a little while. But yeah, I just don't see how people can't be emotionally invested in their kids. Now, some people think because they take care of their children financially that is enough. I would like to give you guys a rude awakening and understand that kids need more than money. Kids truly do need both of their parents. I don't give a fuck if y'all can't get along for shit. Y'all better make a way for those kids to have both of their parents, because what we are seeing more and more of, whether we want to believe it or not, and I'm not blaming one gender over another, I'm saying to you, as a woman, if you did or did not have your father, you should be able to relate to this in any way. Both sides count. What that means is, if you did have your father, you should know what it feels like to have him. So you should want your kids to have him. If you did not have your father, you should know what it feels like not to have him. So you should want your kids to have him. Does that make sense? I just don't understand how people always get so wrapped up in their own emotional feelings and thoughts towards a person that they, they shut down those relationships, and then you wonder why the kids start acting all fucking foolery because they want their fucking mama and daddy. Now, if you were an adult and you had enough respect for your child as well as yourself, you would be willing to sit down and talk to that kid and that other parent. Now, I'm not going to say daddy because daddy ain't the only one leaving these days. You hear me? I'm going to be real with you. I had a moment where I thought my black ass was going to leave my kids. And I'm going to tell you why I thought I was going to leave. Because little motherfucker was making me mad every goddamn day. And I said, I'm about to leave this shit. I can't take this shit no more. Blase, blase. Got my ass out work and was like, oh, I got to go pick up these kids. I got to go do this. Because that's me. I'm going to talk shit. I'm going to scare the shit out of y'all. Because I need y'all to get y'all shit together. I know it's not nice. I know it's probably not right. But, sometimes you got to put it in people's face. I would never leave my kids, but I had to make them think I would so they could get their shit together, because they was treating me like trash, y'all. They was treating me like, mama, you owe this to me. You gotta do this for me. Well, motherfucker, I'm sorry to say, I don't gotta do shit for you, but I do because I love you. Now, I know I keep getting off topic, but that's because everything sort of kind of relates, The main topic for today truly is being emotionally and mentally invested in your kids. We need to learn, and I'm not going to say black, white, or Hispanic because I don't know those other races, but I'm just going to say we as a people, because I noticed that children of all races are suffering from this. We need to learn that our kids need a true relationship, not just with God, but they need a relationship with us, because they need to know that they can trust us. See, what y'all fail to realize is that kids are smart as fuck, and they look at everything you do, and they pay attention, and they hear you, and they try to read between lines. That's most of the time what children do. They try to read between those lines. And so for me, it's funny because adults act like the shit don't mean nothing. Like, oh, them kids just tripping. You know what I'm saying? Them kids ain't fucking tripping. Them kids know what the fuck they talking about. They heard what you said when you thought they wasn't listening. You know what I'm saying? So be mindful of that. But also be mindful that they don't always just want you to go buy them something. Them babies want time. Them babies want somebody to hold a conversation with them. Them babies want somebody to ask them, truthfully, how are they doing? Because if you do not do that, they start to feel that you don't love them. That's just like a woman. Or that's any relationship. If your girl or your man always buying you something, but they ain't never really around, fuck you think they gonna start doing? Doing shit for attention. They're gonna start lashing out at your ass, accusing you of all kind of shit. They're gonna start trying to say, hey, you don't do this for me no more, and you don't ever want to spend time with me no more, and all of that shit. So It's the same thing as kids. It's just a little bit more severe because those kids don't understand that mama and daddy always got to work. They don't give a fuck about that. They know that you have to work to take care of them, but they also know that you're supposed to be, as a grown-up, you're supposed to be able to manage all that shit. That's what they think. And that's why I always tell my kids, I'm not perfect, and I try my best to, be transparent with them and let them know, hey, today ain't a good day for this, that, and the third. I try to be very open and help them understand, like, some things are just not going to be as so you have to be willing to be a little patient. Some things will require a little bit more work, so again, you got to just be willing to be a little bit more patient. But because I have that talk and that connection with them, they don't mind telling me I don't feel like myself, or I don't feel like this person treats me properly or respects me. Because I promise you one thing's for certain, my kids, they're gonna know what it means to be respected. And because I take that very strongly, that's something I do not tolerate anything less of. My respect is everything. Like Kevin Gates say, it might sound ignorant, but I die about that shit. Because I mean, what else do you have when a motherfucker take all you that's all you got? All you have in this day and age is your respect. Especially when you ain't got no damn money. You ain't rich. Don't nobody know you. All you have is your respect. True enough, you got material things, but that shit don't mean nothing. If you take my respect from me, I'm a nobody. And that's something I never think of myself. I would never think that I'm a nobody. And you ain't gonna make me. So, bitch, respect it or check it. As my grandma used to say. But yeah, I just feel like we need to start doing things as far as being comfortable with being uncomfortable. Because as a parent, we are going to have stages where we're going to be uncomfortable with talking about certain things. Of course, we all know the sex taboo talk is like the worst. But there's other things that we should be discussing with our kids that we don't, because we're so fucking uncomfortable with it. But see, being uncomfortable is okay. Because you being uncomfortable means that they are comfortable. Because that means they know they can really talk to you about anything. You don't know what kind of barriers you can break. You don't understand how much trust you gain in a person with making them understand that you are truly there for them. You don't want shit from them. You just want them to know, hey, I'm here for you, whatever it is. Especially when it's your children. But of course, we know no matter how comfortable we make them, how much we talk to them, there's always going to be one thing that they just can't tell you, which is fine. You don't have to know everything. You're their parents. You're not their fucking selves. You're not them. You don't have to know everything. It'll be good to know everything, but you got to be realistic. When you was a child, you did not tell your mom and dad everything. I think a lot of us these days, us 80s babies, we forget that we were once children. And I ain't gonna even say just 80s babies, because it's a lot of you older motherfuckers that forget that y'all old ass was kids at one point, and y'all be trying to get all slick with these kids and talk to them like they fucking crazy. I'm gonna tell you, old motherfucker, something. If I catch you talking crazy to my child and it's in a disrespectful manner, you're gonna have to understand and deal with me, because I do not allow adults to disrespect my kids. You will never disrespect my child in front of me, and if I hear about it, you're gonna still have to hear from me. Because I don't care about them being a kid. They still deserve respect, and their feelings are still important. I'm going to go ahead and end here only because I'm driving and I got to check my GPS. But I'll be back this afternoon. I know I say that sometimes and I don't get to come back. It's because I really have been dealing with a personal situation that has been taking a lot of my time. I want to thank you all for your understanding and patience with me, but more so just want to thank you for your support. Like, subscribe, and share. Please, 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 please comment. If you could take a second and just add anything, even if it's just something you would like to see from me in the future, please add that. You can even inbox me that. I'm on all social media except for Twitter. I cannot get with that shit, but maybe one day I can. Once I get enough, audience and following, I may be able to go to Twitter and keep up with it. I just don't understand Twitter really. But Instagram and all of that I will have in my link. So I talk to you guys later. Let me go fix my goddamn lipstick. That is driving me crazy. Bye. Be in tuned.